welcome back to Math with Naz. Today I have an area question for you. But before we get started, I want to remind you what area is. Area is all the space inside a shape. So if you take a look here at this rectangle I have in green, the area is all of the space inside here. It is not the outside edge, which is what we call the perimeter. It's all the space inside. And we find area by taking the length and multiplying it times the width. And just as another reminder, area always is the unit squared. So if you're doing inches, it would be square inches. If you're doing centimeters, it would be square centimeters, because it is the space inside the shape. So today, I have a question for you about area, like I said, and I'm going to go ahead and read it to you. The area of a shape is 16 square feet. Draw as many shapes as you can with that area. Okay, so we know that we are looking for area, a shape with the size of 16 square feet, but that they want more than one way to draw that shape. So what I need to do is I need to think about this number 16. And just like we do every morning with the number of the day, I need to think about all of the factors, all of the multiplication sentences that can go together to make 16. So right away, I know that 16 can be 1 times 16, because 1 times anything is itself. I know it's an even number, so I know you can count by twos. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So I know that 2 times 8 equals 16. I don't think I can count by threes to get to 16, because I can go, I know that 3 times 5 is 15, and another 3 would be 18, which passes 16. How about fours? Let's try fours. 4, 8, 12, 16. There's 4 fours in 16. How about fives? Can I count by fives? Is 5, in other words, is 5 a factor of 16? I know it's not, because in the ones place value, if you could count by fives to get to 16, it would have a 0 or a 5. See? 5, 10, 15, 20. That doesn't work. How about sixes? 6, 12, 18. Sixes don't work. How about sevens? 7 times 7 is 14. Nope, 7 times 2 is 14, excuse me. 7 plus 7 is 14. And if I added another 7, I would get 21, which is way too high for 16. How about 8? Oh, I could do that, right? I could do, instead of 2 groups of 8, I could do 8 groups of 2. What property is that? That says 2 times 8 is the same as 8 times 2. Do you remember? The commutative property. I could do 16 times 1, and 4 times 4 would be the same. Those are the only factors that I have to make 16. So now I'm going to get to drawing my shape. My shapes. And I'm going to start with this one, 1 times 16. Now, feet is something that you would measure a room in. There's no way I can draw 16 feet on here, so I'm just going to draw a shape that represents it the best I can. So I'm going to say that this is 1 foot. I'm going to bring this all the way down and make it long, and say that this is 16 feet, and 1, I'm going to write it right inside there. 1 times 16 equals 16 square feet. So now I've drawn this one, and I'm going to go down to this one, a 2 and an 8. So I'm going to make this bigger And this would be shorter. And this is 2 feet. And this is 8 feet. And inside, I'm going to say 2 times 8 equals 16 square feet. So now I've drawn this one. And now I'm going to do 4 and 4. And I know that that would be a square. 4 on top, 4 on the sides. So I'm going to do the best I can to make it a square. And this is 4 feet and 4 feet. So 4 times 4 equals 16 square feet. So those are all the shapes that I know how to draw to represent 16 square feet. I want you to pay attention to something that's happening. What's happening as the length here is getting longer? What's happening to the width? I'm noticing that as my length gets longer, my width gets shorter, but always the space inside is the same, 16 square feet. The first thing I did as a reminder is I thought of, just like we do every day with our array of the day, I thought about all of the ways that I can multiply numbers together to make 16, and then I drew my shapes to represent 16 square feet. So now it's your turn. In your journal or a piece of paper, if you don't have your journal, you're going to do a problem just like this. Here's yours. The area of a shape is 24 square feet, so it's bigger than this one. How many shapes can you draw with that area? So you are going to think in your head how many shapes you can draw. On your piece of paper, write all of the factors that make 24, and then I want you to draw all of the shapes just like I just did. So you're going to do what I just did, but you're going to do it for 24 square feet, and you are going to draw all of your shapes. I can't wait to see your work. When you're done, go ahead and take a picture of your work and send it to me. I can't wait to see all the great math thinking you're doing. Thanks, third grade. Talk soon.